Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, we'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys, and I'll do my very best to get to your questions and get your problem solved. And if you're lucky, you might see me do an epic fail and get a few chuckles. So let's get started. All right, so welcome again, everyone. I'm here with the rig and got the setup working. It looks like everything is functional. Sound, lights, camera, streaming, everything looks good to me. I upgraded to Windows 11. Kind of an adjustment for me as far as the interface goes. I could have gotten lazy and moved the screen over to the corner so it was more like the old one, but I'm making the adjustment aesthetically. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. I didn't do the full clean install of Windows 11 like I mentioned last week. Just quite a chore. It's like a whole day's work of reinstalling and everything. So I just went ahead and did the upgrade. It appears to be working okay. Anyway, welcome everybody. Let's jump over here and let's turn off this camera for a moment. Get to that. Let me pop out chat over here and move that over to the other side. Let me grab this corner here so that it doesn't like take up the whole screen. And oh, come on, don't do that to me again. God, why does it do that? It's just a very finicky little window that just wants to be mean to me. Okay. All right, I think we've done it. This used to be such a non-trivial moment, and then all of a sudden it got hard. It was just, the window just wouldn't behave right. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I'm talking about the little chat window. When I move it over to the other monitor, it would just suddenly resize to where it was too big for me to grab the corner anymore and get it out of the way of my controls, and it was a hassle. And it still is. And I'm still talking about it. So welcome, everybody. Barbara was here early. Dan and JDO are both here. My intrepid... what do you call them? Mitigators, instigators, moderators. There we go. And they do a great job of like fielding questions and like tapping me on the shoulder and saying, hey, someone's trying to like get an answer to this and you're just like off in space talking about something else. I tend to get a little myopic when I'm in the middle of trying to get something done, and it's hard for me to drop focus and read the chat window, which a lot of people get perturbed at, and I apologize for that. That I've always been that way. Even when I'm back in the 90s when I was selling computers, I just not the kind of person that could juggle phone calls and like put somebody on hold and pick up somebody else, and like I was always like focusing on getting the conversation handled while other people waited on hold. Anyway, I'm just, that's the way I am. I get focused and it's hard to distract me, and maybe that's a good thing, and maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. As a live stream person, I should be more, what do they call that? Multitasking, right? But I tend to get focused on the question in hand. And Barbara is here. Someone, I thought it was Barbara, but it wasn't Barbara. It was Joanne L. asking about linking Trust Wallet to cointracker.io. It is difficult. You can't really do it as a whole, right? There's no like xPub in a trust wallet like there is in Ledger, and even xPubs don't work for multi-coins anyway, right? You have like an XPub Bitcoin address that you can put in there that will connect multiple wallets to CoinTracker and multiple addresses, but not multiple cryptocurrencies. And so even with Ledger devices, you have to put separate current cryptos in. And Trust is like that as well. There's no overarching like address of a Trust wallet that you can just connect to CoinTracker.io, because Trust Wallet handles a lot of different cryptocurrencies. Ooh, I went blurry. There, Scott would have said that. A blessing and a curse, yeah. JDO and Dan, can Rex do a video on how to use Ledger on Snapshot for governance vote? I don't really get involved in governance that much. I know that, if you have a certain number of tokens on, a DeFi platform, then you might have a say on, in the voting. But I don't really care much about that. I guess some people do. Anyway. So snapshots are basically where if you have a certain coin in a certain wallet on a certain day and time, you're going to get an airdrop or something like that. And then in general, the actual coins don't come until later, depending on the airdrop. Which do I prefer, staking or liquidity mining? That's a good question. There are many definitions of both of those terms. But in essence, I would say that I would prefer to stake over liquidity mining, because liquidity mining can suffer from impermanent loss. And so it's inherently a little more risky than staking. But I really don't like native staking, because you have these high unbonding periods, and it's complex and complicated. I tend to stake on DeFi platforms as opposed to native staking on blockchains. Anyway, we're getting off track here. I haven't jumped into the news yet. Let's do that. And what I was saying about Windows 11, as you can see, let's go over here. Let's just go over. Oh, let's just boom. Let's see. Let's go down here. This is Windows 11. As you can see, I used to have quite a few taskbar elements. I've taken most of them off. Now they do show up when they're running, right? But you can also take your taskbar and where was it? I think you can. I think you can put it over here like it used to be in Windows, which I'm more comfortable with. But I figure, the aesthetic is kind of cool to have it centered. But when I go down to click something, I'm sort of expecting it to be over near the left, so I'm going to have to adjust to that. But I think it kind of looks nicer in the center, more natural, I guess. Maybe, who knows, right? But anyway, we'll see how it works. So I'm up and running with Windows 11, and it's really not that different than the other Windows. I mean, the Explorer windows have slightly different looking icons and that sort of thing, and it's kind of cleaner and updated and whatever. But it's not fundamentally that much different than Windows 10, as far as I can see. But anyway. We'll just go with that. All right, let's jump in the news, guys. I've prepared some news stories for you guys. The big story, of course, is Bitcoin has cracked 40,000 again. And it seems weird that that's cause for celebration. Because, we were, back in 2021 when Bitcoin was at 68, we thought that, nothing could stop Bitcoin and that it was going to 100K. And then we were sorely disappointed, and Bitcoin went back down, right? But I don't see this as bad as the crypto winter of 2018. I'm hoping to see a resurgence of the crypto market in 2022 to new all-time highs. I can't guarantee that for anybody, but that's what I would like to see. Well, of course, I would like to see it sooner than later, right? But I'll take it, right? 40K. But a few weeks back, last month, we were watching crypto hover around 43, 44, 43, 44, 43, 44. It seemed like it was stuck in that range for like 2 weeks. And we're like, come on, break out, Bitcoin. You know, and I kept hearing stuff like, if Bitcoin could just break 44,500, you know, then the sky's the limit and we'd go back up to all-time highs. And we're just, come on, Bitcoin, break 44. And then all of a sudden it just went, wow, went back down to like 32. And then we were in the dumps and everybody was depressed and taking long showers and multiple baths during the day. And, you know, Bitcoin was like 32, 33, 34, and just like, now we're just like, oh, thank God it's broken 40 again. So you appreciate what you got when you got it, right? We were back at 44. We were pissed off that it was stuck in a range. And then we got a taste of like the bottom dropping out. But anyway, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the way the crypto markets work, there are a lot of people in the future market that are, you know, are shorting the market. There are a lot of people that are longing the market. However, they do it with futures contracts or whatever. And when the price goes up unexpectedly, people that were shorting the market, that were expecting Bitcoin to go down further, are suddenly liquidated. And then, or they get margin calls or however that works. And then they have to sell their contracts to cover their margin calls. And then they end up, more Bitcoin gets bought. And it's just like a cascading effect, right? So that's what happened. A bunch of shorts got liquidated, and the Bitcoin price just jumped up crazy. There was a great little, and I don't know if I can find it or not. Of course, I'll look here and see if I can find it. But I thought that there was a great, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I think it must have been in my, I don't know. Okay, I think maybe it was in my CryptoDad emails. Somebody, and what was it? What is the Reddit? Let's see, where is that? Ah, here we go. This is it. Does anyone know the cause of today's 7% pump? And this was yesterday. And it went from 37,000 to 39 in a few minutes. Any known reason? Question mark. Big news or some short squeeze? And then the answers were a single butterfly on the African savanna flapped its wings thrice. The flappening. It's flappening. The fapping, right? I bless the grains down in Africa. Hope they get what they trend to aspire for further. Let's see. There was... someone started saying, us talking about the moon. No, it wasn't the butterfly flapping his wings. Didn't you see that the moon ended its cycle last night? Insects only react to this. You got to watch the moon. Is that why people are always asking when moon? Question mark. But when Lambos? And then somebody said that the moon and BTC are correlated, meaning that the moon doesn't necessarily cause BTC fluctuations. They're simply related to one another, nothing causal. Just had to clarify, blah, 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 blah. But someone mentioned that there are, funnily enough, there are actual technical analysis strategies that use lunar cycles called moon phase trading, right? So why did Bitcoin moon yesterday? Nobody really knows, right? There's a lot of technical analysis, and I'm not a huge fan of all these, but you know, there are ways to analyze and predict the near-term future based on the past, of course, right? That's how we live our lives, right? If we didn't understand the past, we wouldn't be able to like deal in the present or predict short-term the future. And so, well, that's what technical analysis does. But whether or not it's accurate, nobody knows. I've said this many times. If you could perfectly predict the market, it wouldn't be a market. right? So that's the state of Bitcoin markets as of today. There's another article, which of course I link all these articles down below. So you can look at them down in the description. If you don't see the full description, just scroll down and click show more, and you'll see I have a bunch of goodies there for you. And all of these news stories are linked. So market rally, Bitcoin rallies, and I noticed last night that a lot of my altcoins were going very well, like 20% up, 10 to 20, 26%. There were a lot of altcoins that I own that were way up yesterday. But, truth be told, they are way down from where they were. So it was inevitable that they were going to bounce back at some point, right? And we still have a long way to go to get back to where we were just a few months back, right? But like I said, I'll take it. So this article talks about some of the altcoins that pumped. One of them being a token called Near, which I had never heard of before, which we'll explore a little bit tonight. I'll play around with it tonight. I always like to take on a new challenge. And sometimes I'll jump into coins just because they look interesting, and they'll fail miserably. So sometimes I buy a coin and it does very well. Sometimes I'll buy a coin here on the live stream and it doesn't do so well. So don't run out and buy a coin just because I'm playing around with it, right? And let's see, here we go. Ethereum bounced again. Ethereum is currently still over 3,000. And I should also add that the market pumped very well last night. And then this morning, it was kind of where it was when I went to bed. And it has stayed there most of the day. So we have not seen that pullback that we normally see within 24 hours of a jump up. Maybe they're just spaced out a little more, but we'll probably see another pullback before we see, it racing higher. We'll see, right? So Ethereum has finally cracked 3,000. All eyes are on 3.5K. Yay. We'll see. Ethereum price reclaims pandemic era support with 40% rebound. Pretty impressive. So Ethereum is the number 2 cryptocurrency. It's over a key trend line for all you technical analysis people. Dan could explain that much better than I can. Oh, somebody holds Near. Okay, we'll buy some. We're going to buy some. We'll talk a little bit about it's got its own protocol, but let's get through the news. And then this story, which broke yesterday, which some people were claiming was the reason why Bitcoin pumped, was the interview with this billionaire who was talking about Bitcoin as a better option than fiat, in that and one of the things he mentioned was that it's unseizable, as in seize. I'm going to seize your Bitcoin. Or when the king says, guards, seize him. That means just grab somebody, right? And that's what the government does to your money, right? And a guy that's rich like this would know that very well, that your money, even in a bank account, is really not safe from government seizure, right? So that's why rich people hide their money in the Cayman Islands and stuff, so that, the government can't take it. But, sometimes the government can even find that kind of stuff, like Swiss bank accounts in, Belize and Panama and all that stuff. So anyway, everything we have in fiat is 100% seizable by the government. A wise statement, right? And he would know, right? He's got a lot of money in the bank. And it's not in the government's interest to make it easy for people to use Bitcoin, right? Another wise statement, right? And I got to say, Bitcoin is bouncing back. It hasn't reached its all-time high. But the incredible feeling that you get when Bitcoin bounces back and the rest of the crypto market, it's priceless. It's a priceless feeling. And what I really love about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is that they counter the narrative, right? We all hear about narratives, and, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but the powers that be like have this narrative that gets pushed out, right? And all of the big brokerage houses, all of the big banks, all of the big media conglomerates, you know, and their underlings, and CNN and CBC, CNBC, and all these people that like push these narratives when Bitcoin is down, and have been since 2013 or whenever Bitcoin finally got someone's attention. I love it when they get proved wrong. It just like warms my heart when all of these haters that started coming out with these clickbait articles about how Bitcoin was dead again are proved wrong once again, right? That's what I really love about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, is that they are counter to the mainstream narrative and the powers that be narrative, especially with finance, right? You keep hearing, oh, Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme and blah, 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 ignoring the fact that the U.S. stock market and the U.S. Treasury and the Fed and all these guys are running the biggest Ponzi scheme of them all, right? Cranking liquidity into the markets, adjusting rates and jawboning the market higher and lower over the threat to raise rates or lower rates, or, you know, they're the ones that are running the Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is a decentralized revolution against fiat currency and the elites that control the financial, the purse strings, right? And this is a great article about, you know, a billionaire talking about this aspect of Bitcoin, which we tend to forget, right? We tend to just sort of look at the markets, but we forget that when you have Bitcoin in your own wallet, it is yours, right? Nobody else's. Anyway, I'll get off my high horse. Guys, thank you. All right, and I think that's it for the news. And let's see, what were we were talking a little bit about Windows 11. The first thing I wanted to do for newcomers who are new to this, Buddy Love is here. Yay, it's raining money. Good to have you here, buddy. Always good. Let's see. I wanted to start with something simple and that we can all wrap our head around, and that is we'll buy some Bitcoin and put it in our own wallet. I know you guys have seen me do this a million times before, but maybe not everyone, right? And I'm going to use my Ledger wallet. I noticed that someone up here before we got started, Gem Litorp, Gem Litorp, it's an interesting handle, calls me the master of Ledger, and I appreciate that. I do use this Ledger on a daily basis for many things. But let's just go get started with, this is my Ledger device. It is a hardware wallet where the private keys are stored on this device. This device is really not the wallet. It's a component of the wallet. This device is more akin to a keychain than it is a wallet per se, right? And you'll hear me say often, I'm going to store this on my Ledger. Well, and then a lot of people come in and correct me. You're not really storing it on the Ledger. You know, the Ledger is just a keychain. And I get it. But sometimes we take leave with the use of our language. And so sometimes I will say store on the Ledger when what I mean is a Ledger-based wallet, right? So, and the easiest Ledger-based wallet to wrap your head around is Ledger Live, right? So let's do our Windows 11 launch of Ledger's Live, where we click the start button, and I've put all of the former apps that used to be on my taskbar up here. So it is kind of a 2-click rather than a 1-click for me, because I used to have everything on the taskbar, but I'll go with the clean interface, right? All right, so we click, 1 click, 2 clicks, and we launch Ledger Live. Ledger Live had a software update recently and a firmware update. If you don't have the latest version of Ledger Live and the latest firmware, you need to make sure that you do. It's not really wise to just throw your Ledger device in a drawer for years and think my Bitcoin is safe. It is safe, but the device needs to be updated on, regularly. It's not it's not a set and forget for years thing, right? Because if it gets too far out of date, it won't update properly, right? So keep your Ledger software up to date, keep your Ledger device firmware up to date. Enough said about that. All right, so let's go over here to accounts and let's take a look at my Bitcoin main wallet, which is just, this, when we talk about a Bitcoin wallet, this is the component, right? We've got the software, outward facing software component in Ledger Live, and this account holds Bitcoin, right? And it's got a send and receive function, right? And so the public key can give us all of this information. The public key shows us our balance and our transaction history, right? All of this is public information. In order for this wallet to access the crypto directly that is stored on a blockchain address, in order to send it out from this wallet, you need the private key. Now you can send Bitcoin into the wallet without the private key. And I can show you how to do that. Now, but there is also a way to sort of verify the address of verify that the ledger and the account are a match with each other. And it can get screwed up. I got a lot of people that, like, they say every time I try to move Bitcoin, I get, oops, something went wrong. And what that basically means in general, and I think now the error message is a little longer, it basically means that the account that you're using in Ledger Live is no longer synced up to the device. And that can occur when, like, say you accidentally reset your device. A lot of people do that. They enter the PIN code 3 times incorrectly, and then they reset the device, and then they get another 24-word recovery phrase, and they dutifully write that down, and then all of a sudden now their Bitcoin wallets don't jive with the device anymore, and they're confused and they don't know what's going on. So when we receive Bitcoin, we can always do that test match to make sure that the hardware is indeed matched. All right, I'll show you what I mean. All right, let's get the secondary camera lined up over here. So when we have Bitcoin wallet, let's see, let's get this here. There we go. I'm in Cosmos at the moment. We'll get out of that. Let's get out. The Ledger device is very versatile. It can manage multiple cryptocurrencies. But let's just do Bitcoin, right? Let's do the simple case. So I need to be on top of the Bitcoin app, right? And then I'll get in. Now, if I were to just do a simple receive, and I was not in the Bitcoin app, it would ask me, right? So let's get out just so you can see what I'm talking about. I want to poof. And the USB alert sound of Windows 11 is more pleasing to the ear than the other one. The other one was more jarring. It was like doo-doo. This one is dee-doo. So I kind of like that, if anything, about Windows 11. Okay, so if we hit continue on receive, you'll notice that it says, oh, you need to open the Bitcoin app, right? Right, because you're testing a Bitcoin address against the device, right? So we'll do that. It says Bitcoin is ready, and then you'll see that the receiving address appears on the device itself, right? There we go. Now, this address can also be auto-generated in Ledger Live based on all that public information. You can skip this verification step, right? Let me show you how that works. All right, we'll go back here. Let's just hit done, right? We didn't do anything, really. But let's say I want to see the latest address. I can do receive, continue, and don't have device, and it skips directly to generating the address. And it will automatically generate a new address each time you send Bitcoin into this wallet. That preserves privacy to a certain extent, right? Because multiple Bitcoin addresses are more private than sending all your Bitcoin into one address, which can be seen on the blockchain, right? So if I give you a Bitcoin address, I don't want you to see every single transaction I've ever used in that wallet before. That's why Ledger gives you a brand new address automatically. And it can do it with or without the device. But having that little, that check that we just did with the device keeps us in tune with knowing that our device is properly synced to this account in Ledger Live, right? But now that that's done, I really don't need the device anymore to receive Bitcoin, right? Okay, so let's see. We'll get this. We'll just keep this up here. We'll go over here to Coinbase, and I'm going to use Coinbase Pro, right? And we'll go over here to Portfolio, and we'll deposit some US dollar, right? We'll hit deposit. And we'll say we want US dollar, and this will come right out of my bank. All right, well, just for the heck of it, let's choose this bank, right? You can see I have multiple bank accounts hooked up, and we can do ACH deposits directly, right? And Coinbase is pretty good about allowing me to just throw some money in there instantly that I can trade instantly. But there is a little bit of a caveat. I have to wait 6 days to make my withdrawal. But I've got some collateral in here, so we should be okay. And so our $100 goes into our account. We're done with that. Let's go over and buy some Bitcoin, right? That's what we wanted to do here. BTC, US dollar. It was the first pair. Right, let's hit buy. We'll use the max, which is that $100 that I had, that I just put in the account. We'll place our buy order. We'll buy our Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin in the account now. And like I said, because I have this $500 worth of CODI, I can go ahead and withdraw this $100 worth of Bitcoin. And we'll go back over to Ledger Live. There's that address, right? We want to send that Bitcoin to our wallet. And we'll go back over here and we'll do a withdraw of Bitcoin to a crypto address, and I will paste in that address. There it is. And that's a valid Bitcoin address. We can also just double check BC1QN79, right? There we are, QN79. So we're reasonably sure we're sending it to the right address. All right, and we'll just do the max, right? We just bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. We'll go ahead and send it. All right, and then we need our two-factor authentication. I've got the phone working today. Whoops. Like I said, we're still right in the high 41s, right? 41.6. I think we might have skirted 42 briefly sometime today. I don't know. All right, but let's go over to our authenticator. There's our code for Coinbase. Shows up for about 10 seconds and then cycles to a new one. And our withdrawal has started. Right? Easy peasy, just got that one out of the way. Before we get into the more difficult stuff, I wanted to show you the purest, simplest form of buying some Bitcoin on an exchange and then moving it into your own wallet. Right? That's the essence of Bitcoin ownership, putting it in your own wallet. All right, let's go back over here. Let's hit continue and done. And we should see that Bitcoin in this wallet shortly, right? It doesn't usually take too long to withdraw Bitcoin from Coinbase. See? There it goes. Boom, it's in there. Now, it's probably not totally confirmed on the blockchain, but once you see it in the wallet, it's yours, right? It may not be spendable right away, but it is in your wallet, right? So take heart, right? Let me see what guys are asking, if anything, right now, or if I'm just hearing crickets. Old Fart is here. That's good. I asked because a while back Rex got upset showing QR code and ended video. I didn't understand what happened. Thought there was no exposure because no seed phrase was shown. What got shown was the it wasn't a wallet, a Bitcoin wallet, or the seed phrase of a Bitcoin wallet. It was the QR code of the two-factor authentication for my Crypto.com account. Now that QR code is the two-factor authentication for my Crypto.com account, which means that if someone were to have hacked into my Crypto.com account and had my username and password and then logged in to my Crypto.com account and had that code, they could have gained control of the account. They could have made withdrawals from my Crypto.com account. All they would have had to do to get that two-factor would be to hold their version of Google Authenticator up to my YouTube video and scan that code into their phone, right? And then they would have had a valid two-factor authentication code generator for my Crypto.com account. Well, as you can see up here at the top, it says Crypto.com new. I was able to do a reset of that two-factor, and now that code that I exposed during my live stream is no longer valid anyway, right? But at the time, it was a vulnerability of exposed access to my Crypto.com account. Nothing to do with Bitcoin wallets, only my Crypto.com account. And no one... the attacker would have also needed my login credentials to get into my account and then use that two-factor. So it wasn't like they were going to steal all of my crypto right away. It was just the account became insecure in that respect, that two-factor authentication. When you enable two-factor authentication on your accounts, you do not want anyone to see that QR code. It's for you to scan into your Google Authenticator. Anyone else that sees that can steal that code by scanning it with their phone. I know. I may have overreacted to that whole thing, but I handled it. It's all done now. But at the time, we were almost done anyway, right? It was already after 8 p.m., and then we just decided to end the video. Unfortunately, you know, I deleted that video because I didn't want it just out there for people to have access to, right? So I deleted that live stream and did another one the next night. If you're curious about that, right? Which is one of the pitfalls of me doing this live for people. There, a lot of times, a lot of personal information gets exposed, and a lot of people, like in the live stream, will scream at me and, oh, you're going to get hacked and all this. And most of what I'm doing is not, it's revealing public information, so it's not a security threat, but it is a threat to my privacy, and because of that, could be a threat to my security, because the more people know about you, the more information they have to launch an attack against you, whether it's a hack or a personal, attack of some kind, right? Strong arm, whatever you want to call it, right? Yes. I'm sure a lot of people that were there at the time were like, whoa, what just happened? Is that me too? Am I, in danger now? And so I didn't mean to like freak everybody out. Right. Poor Charlie Brown. That's right, buddy. Okay. So we got our Bitcoin, right? And so that's what everyone were talking about. Yeah. I know this whole scammer thing is like difficult, and I talked about that video that I watched a while back that had like hundreds of thousands of views, where the guy was basically saying your Bitcoin is better on an exchange because people are too stupid for self-custody. And, I get that sentiment, but I believe that we can do self-custody, but a lot of people are overly trusting, or they don't quite get what's going on, and they can get tricked. right, into revealing private keys, which is not what happened a couple weeks ago. It was not a private key. It was my two-factor code for Crypto.com. Okay, so we got some Bitcoin in our wallet. Now, let's see. What are we going to do first, right? Come on, Rex. Do this, please. Okay. Buy some Bitcoin. Boom, we did that. Check on status of SundaeSwap. All right. I'll bite, right? Let's check SundaeSwap again and see if a trade went through. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. We got the CC Vault wallet is our go-to wallet. And I can see that it's missing some ADA from its balance because it has been committed to a trade, which I'm assuming has not gone through. It's not. It's just sitting there waiting for a scoop. I don't know that, I mean, I keep hearing news about, and how there's so much total value locked on the Cardano blockchain now, and how everybody's using the Cardano blockchain, and how it's all wonderful, but I have yet been able to make a trade, been able to get a trade to go through. Now, I'm assuming that, I think Dan said that he got one of the smaller coins, right? Because if we look at all of the, maybe, I forget what he told me, which coin he got, but maybe it was like WMT or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about any of these coins, to be honest with you. I haven't really done much research on it. None of the Cardano-based coins that I bought back in the day are available on here that I can see. But anyway, so maybe some of the lesser coins are able to, there's less of a queue or whatever you want to call it, but I have not yet been able to get a SundaeSwap trade to go through. These are liquidity pools. So I can't even get to that point because I can't get a hold of the token, right? I need to have the token I need 2 tokens to form a liquidity pool, right? So in order to get 2 tokens, I need to buy 1 token, right? Because I've already got ADA. I just need some Sunday, but I can't. I've tried, as you can see, I have multiple canceled transactions and multiple error messages before that. So I am not a huge fan of this. I'm getting kind of frustrated with this because, we've got Binance Smart Chain, we've got PancakeSwap and multiple DEXs that I've been trading on for almost 2 years now. Avalanche, Fantom. There are so many cryptocurrencies out there that are already doing better, faster transactions than Ethereum, that have functional DEXs out there, and we've just been hearing, we're waiting to do it right from the Cardano developers for the past few years. And the first DEX supposedly that runs on the Cardano blockchain is an epic fail as far as I'm concerned. That's just my opinion. But I've been trying to make trade and I haven't, right? I don't know if you sit here 24/7 and try to make trades and cancel and try again and cancel and try again and maybe. But that's not what my life is all about. If I want to sit down and trade some crypto, maybe I'll do it for an hour and then I'll go have dinner with my family or, take a drive or whatever. I'm not going to sit here in front of this computer, 24/7, trying to make a damn trade on a DEX. Enough. All right, so let's just effing cancel this one. Again, another cancellation. And I could maybe line up several trades in a row. Maybe one of them might go through, but I get the feeling that if the first one in the queue doesn't go through, then the ones that I do after that won't go through either. So why stack up trades that are not going to go through, right? If the first guy can't get to the front of the line, the guy behind him can't either. So I cancel. And this takes forever too. I just like leave it alone. Actually, I think this is happening a little faster than it was, right? Maybe 5 or 10 minutes or within half an hour, I don't know. But we'll check back on that. And once that it has fully been canceled, we'll attempt to trade again and see what happens. So there, that's the update from SundaeSwap. SundaeSwap sucks. Cardano sucks. Okay, enough said. All right, buy some Cosmos Atom on Kraken. Now here's a fun one. We're going to buy some Cosmos on Kraken. Now Kraken is a US-based cryptocurrency exchange. I thought I had it open, but I guess I don't. Oh, my browser crashed a while back, right? So let's go into Kraken. We'll go ahead and get ourselves signed in. I have a password manager that I use. And then I have a YubiKey in my that I'm going to press. That's in my USB port, and that gives me, that's hardware two-factor, right? Gets me logged into my account. Now this buy crypto up here is where I can go to make an immediate purchase of cryptocurrency using an ACH bank transfer, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. We want to buy some Atom, right? We're going to move this Atom into our Keplr wallet. And instead of using our available balance, we're going to buy directly from our checking, right? And I think I decided we're going to do 300. All right, so we're going to do $300 worth of Atom. Let's review. And we'll confirm. And hopefully this will go through. Sorry, I love beans. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's go down here. Okay, there, we got it. All right. All right, so we bought it. It is immediately available. I don't see anything on their site that prevents me from making immediate withdrawals after I make ACH purchases. Although there may be somewhere in the fine print, I don't know. Now, I do have quite a amount of crypto that's on here that is being staked. So maybe that's why it allows me to make immediate withdrawals. It sort of acts as collateral. So, but I never get messages from Kraken saying, "Oh, that 300 that you deposited, 3 days ago is now available to your account." I don't know. I don't think they have any restrictions on buy and withdraw, which I love. Right, Coinbase. Pro, if you make a deposit, you have to wait 6 days to make the withdrawal if there's nothing else in your account, right? Now, and I'm going to show you, Binance US now has this as well. I think they're finally starting to provide that immediacy that people expect from financial websites, right? Cryptocurrency exchanges have always been a little different because they're dealing in crypto, and we all get that, but there's that element of convenience that needs to be available to a modern person who wants to buy crypto, right? So anyway, now that we've got our Cosmos, right, we want to withdraw to our own wallet. Now I have a wallet called Keplr. And Keplr has a... my son has been sick for all week, coughing. And it pains my soul every time I hear him cough. Yeah, see, I can't even focus on a password. But he's getting better, thank God. He was coughing like constantly for a few days, and now he's like only coughs like every 20 minutes. But Been giving him medicine. He's been doing much better. Thank you for asking. So you'll hear him coughing in the background. Do this. All right. So here is my Cosmos wallet. My Atom wallet. Now, this Keplr wallet is pretty cool. And you'll notice that I've named it Ledger X. And the reason I did that is because it is attached to my Ledger device, right? So in order to access this wallet, in order to make trades, move coins in and out of smart contracts, make withdrawals, I need to authorize that on this device, right? And the app that I need for this is the Cosmos app. So let me just demo that for you real quick. You have to download and install the Cosmos app on your device. Now, because it's not Ledger Live, it doesn't have the control over the device that Ledger Live does, in that if I try to withdraw or use my Ledger Live based accounts, they will prompt me on the device to open the app. Third-party wallets, I guess, don't have that power, right? You have to be in the app before you use the wallet, right? So it's not a big deal, right? You just got to be in the wallet, all right? You just got to have the app open when you go to use the wallet. It's not rocket science, right? So let's go over to, good Lord. Okay, here we go. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, we've got Cosmos. There we go. So we'll hit that button. So we can use this Cosmos app on our Ledger device to manage all kinds of different wallets. And I'm going to just turn this off for a moment, right? To manage all kinds of wallets in Keplr, right? So you'll notice that Keplr supports a lot of chains, right? So you've got the Osmosis, and each chain has a different balance in it, similar to the way MetaMask works. So Keplr is a very powerful tool, and it's basically Cosmos network centric, whereas MetaMask is EVM centric, or Ethereum virtual machine centric. So when you're using MetaMask, you're using the Ethereum app if you're using a Ledger connected account. And when you use Keplr, you're using the Cosmos app for all of the things that we can do. So I'm going to move over to Cosmos, right? I want to get the Cosmos address of my Keplr wallet. And we'll go back over here to Kraken. And we'll go down to where we've got our Cosmos coin, and we'll do a withdraw. And I want to withdraw to that Keplr wallet. And I don't believe I've provided that address yet. I wanted to walk you guys through this, right? So I have the address in my clipboard. So let's say we want to add a new withdrawal address. All right. We'll call this one Ledger. Let's call it Cosmos. Or let's call it Keplr. Right? Ledger X, right? So I know that it's the Keplr wallet, and it's the Keplr wallet I have connected to my Ledger device. This is crazy. All right, so there we go. I don't need the memo to withdraw into a my own wallet, right? This wallet does not, the Keplr wallet does not require a memo to make deposits. Now, it supports memos going out, but it doesn't need them for incoming. All right, so now that we've got all that in here, we'll say add withdrawal address. I don't understand what that means. Both description and address should be unique. Okay, I don't know what that means because I don't have another Keplr Ledger X wallet. Let's try that. Let's just try. I think maybe there were too many. Ugh, come on. Do I have this? Okay, see, there you go. I got to fail. What did I do? I did make a withdrawal. So why is it telling me that I don't have any withdrawal addresses? I don't understand that. Oh, if I click, see, I'm like, when I looked at it, I was like, why is this empty? See? Boing. Okay, so I do already have these addresses set up. There it is, Keplr Ledger. And it was saying basically what it meant to say was you already have this wallet in your list of withdrawal addresses, you bonehead. But it didn't. It was very cryptic the way that it expressed it, right? So let's go back over here. Let's just double check. It ends in 7 trash. I like that. 7 trash. Let's go back. There it is. 7 trash. All right. That's the address I want to withdraw to. It was already in my list. My bad. All right. Let's go ahead and do 100%, right? We've done this before. We know what we're doing. If you're not sure and you have trepidation, then only do small amounts. I have so many sob stories from people that transferred $5,000 worth of crypto to the wrong type of address or the wrong wallet or the wrong exchange, or they forgot the memo, or they did all this stuff. And I was like, why didn't you test it out with $20 before you tried 5,000? So anyway, I've done this before. I'm going to go ahead and do the full $300 worth. Let's hit withdraw. Adam, we'll confirm that, right? Small fee there, 0.1 Adam. Off it goes. And let's go back over here to the other browser. And we should see some more Cosmos come in. And while we're waiting for that, let me see if there's anybody asking questions. Used to be able to set a price of each token on the exchange. Someone's asking about Trezor hard wallet. Looks like they're compromised. If this guy can hack into them, the guy has the device in his hands. Keep your device away from him and you're going to be okay. Yeah, it was Trezor hard wallet that he hacked, but he had to have the actual wallet. So guest needs to protect hard wallet just like the regular wallet. That's correct. Right. Yeah, there are certain vulnerabilities in hardware wallets that can be exploited by people with advanced knowledge of hardware wallets and advanced tools and techniques and other pieces of hardware, soldering irons, whatever. But they have to have the device, physically have to have the device in order to do those types of hacks. They're very specific types of attack, and usually they need to get a hold of the device while it's still hot, if that makes sense, right? They have to, get a hold of the device quickly while, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but those are very specific attacks, right? And just like the wallet, wherever it went, I have a wallet that I carry with me, right? And it's pretty simple, right? You just open it up and you pull out an ATM card or you pull out some cash or whatever, and it's yours, right? But they have to have this in their possession before they can steal money out of this wallet, right? So you could say, oh, this billfold isn't very secure, right? You just open it up and pull the money out, right? But as long as I keep it safe and in my back pocket and, don't walk into bad neighborhoods, it's a pretty, the wallet works just fine. The same goes for hardware wallets, right? As long as it's in your possession, then you're not vulnerable to those types of hacks where they need possession of the hardware wallet, right? The other types of hacks where people trick you into giving up your backup phrase, that's a whole different ball of wax, right? That can be done online, by phishing emails and tricking people into revealing those backup phrases, because that is a different form of the private key that lives on the hardware device. Long discussion there. Thank you for your videos, Life Changer. Can you talk about ETH Lido staking? Just did it today following your video. How did it work out for you? Where is that? Oh, let's do this. If I flip back and forth between the wallets, there it is. All right. So our atom came in, right? We're good. Now, Lido staking is a way to stake Ethereum in anticipation of the Ethereum 2.0, which they don't call it 2.0 anymore. And we don't, it's not even, there's a timeline, but it's not definite. And the idea is if you Lido stake your Ethereum, it's sort of like staking it in the 2.0 protocol, but not directly. Because in order to stake in the Ethereum 2.0 protocol, the cryptocurrency formerly known as Ethereum 2.0, I don't know what they call it now, some other term, you needed like 32 ETH, which is a lot more than most normal people have, right? So the Lido staking was sort of, they sort of do it on your behalf, and then you could stake smaller amounts, and basically you convert your Ethereum over to Lido Ethereum. And it's liquid, you can sell it, you can borrow against it, and if you keep it in their protocol long enough, you will eventually get Ethereum 2.0 in exchange for it at some point in the future. I did it, and I did the video, and but I sold mine, and that doesn't mean, that just means that I'm never going to be able to exchange mine for ETH 2.0. Whoever I sold it to might down the road, right? Because it, like I said, it's liquid. But I did take some of it and bond it into the Anchor protocol, which I can show you a little bit about that. Let me jump in. I wanted to do some more here with this Keplr wallet and Osmosis, but let me just quickly show you what I'm talking about. If we go over, and this is on the Terra Luna Anchor protocol. Over in the borrow, you'll see that I have bonded ETH. Now, bonded ETH is my collateral for this loan, right? I took out a loan. I've borrowed about 3,000 US Tether, or US Tether UST, right? So, and I've put up my Ethereum, bonded Ethereum as collateral. Now, the way that this BETH works is that you need Lido. Let's just let it connect, whatever. Now I'm not sure what wallet that it went to. Oh, it's still not connected to the wallet. Anyway, whatever. So basically, you need to get your ST-ETH into this Lido wallet, and then you can convert it to bonded ETH. And once you've done that, you can deposit it in the Anchor protocol. Now, I haven't done a video on how to do this. It's pretty complex, so I'm not sure if I might do a video on that. But and it seemed a pretty safe thing to do for me until the price of Ethereum crashed, and I was in danger of liquidation. When Ethereum crashed down to like 30.22, I was in dire straits, right? See, right now, my ratio here is in the green, right? But when Ethereum was down at 32, it was like way up here. It was like really close to liquidation. So, but that is one application for ST-ETH, or staked Lido, right? ST-ETH in the Lido platform. And notice here, you can use Lido outside of outside of Ledger, right? This whole thing where, okay, I can use Lido from within Ledger Live. That's all well and good, right? But it's just running another platform within Ledger Live. It's not really part of Ledger Live, right? You can do the exact same thing over on the Lido website, right? Or this is Anchor. But anyway. But I digress. Let's go back and let's talk a little bit about the Let's go to Osmosis. Right, and remember we've got it's attached to this Keplr wallet. But in order to gain access to this atom in the Keplr interface, I need to deposit it into the Osmosis chain, right? You'll notice that the Keplr wallet supports the Osmosis chain, and it's another address here. But notice that this is Osmos centric, right? The main balance is Osmos, but I can also put Atom in here. And notice that here, right, it sees the Osmo that's in this wallet, the Keplr wallet, because they're connected. This wallet is connected to this website. But it does not see any Atom in here because the Atom is on a different chain over here, Cosmos. So what I need to do is go over here to Assets, and I need to deposit the Atom that's in the Atom or the Cosmos chain into the Osmosis chain, so I'll have access to it. So we'll hit deposit here. Notice I'm going from Cosmos to Osmo. Now it sees that I have Cosmos over here, right? Let's do, I don't know, I want to leave some Atom in the Atom wallet. I don't want to I don't want to leave it completely empty. So let's do just 12. We'll leave one Atom in the other wallet. Now, as I mentioned, this is connected to my Ledger. So in order to do this, I need to confirm on my Ledger device. And remember, I told you we're using the Cosmos app to do this, right? All of this cross-chain functionality is controlled by my Ledger device using the Cosmos app, right? There's no Osmos app or secret app or anything. They're all on the Cosmos. They're all on top of the Cosmos ecosystem, right? Or blockchain. Let's hit deposit. All right, we're going to confirm that in our wallet. It's called an IBC transfer, if I can get this out of the way for you guys. All right, an IBC transfer. Let's hit approve. Right, and you'll see it comes up on my device, the device view transaction. There's a bunch of verbiage here. I'm scrolling through with my metal button all the way over. I can go back with the black button until I get to sign transaction, and then I hit both buttons, right? And when I do that, it takes it a minute, but it transfers the Atom that we just bought on Kraken and put in our wallet over into the Osmos chain, right? So that I have access to this trading interface, right? Let's turn this off for a sec, right? So my assets go up. It says the transfer was successful, and now I have Cosmos in the Osmosis interface. Now, what I would like to do is I'm going to hit trade here. And now it says I have 12 Atom. Okay, cool. Now, but I'm not going to buy Osmo. I'm going to buy Secret. Do you want to know a secret? All right, we're going to buy Secret, which is the privacy by default smart contract platform. Pretty cool. I think we talked a little bit about Secret. Let's go ahead and just max it. All right, we'll buy our Secret. We'll hit swap. Oh, and let me turn this back on here. We'll hit swap. It's going to want us to confirm it in the wallet shortly. There it is. We'll approve this. Very low fees. So low that it can't be shown in cents. Below 1 penny. Let's go here. Ooh, all the way over to sign transaction. We'll hit both buttons. All right. And there we go. Now, Atom will go down and Secret will go up. I wasn't really paying attention to how much secret I'm supposed to get there, but I should like get more secret, less atom, right? Let's hit refresh here and see if that's done yet. Still says 0 secret. I think it takes it a minute to actually show up here. Approximately 0 secret. We can go back to assets. And there, yeah, the 64 secret is available in Osmosis. Now, that's done, right? I would like to take this secret out of the Osmosis platform and move it into my secret wallet or the secret chain, right? So as you'll notice here, there's the secret network is also available in Cosmos, and you can see that I have 184 secret in the Keplr wallet. Right, so we're going to take that 64 and put it in there. Doggone it. Where's JDO? JDO made fun of my calculator. Oh, but I have the tape off so you can't hear it. All right, so we got 184. That's going to do the math for us, right? 64. So we should get like 248 secret when we do this. Now, come on, Rex. How do I make this transfer? Okay, here we go. What I need to do is in Osmosis, I do a withdraw of secret out of the Osmosis chain onto the secret chain, right? There's the wallet. Let's approve it. This is Keplr, right? There, my device needs to confirm all this nonsense. Here we go. All the way to sign transaction. We'll hit both buttons. All right, it's going to take it a minute, and then we should have our 248 secret in the secret wallet soon. All right, successful, but it still takes a few minutes for it to actually show up in the other wallet. But there's a method to my madness. Why am I doing this? Well, I want to play around with some more secret stuff, right? Not 248 though. Let's go back here. We're going to do about 300 bucks. And that was 64 if I'm not mistaken. Let's flip back and forth for a sec. Still waiting. All right, let's get rid of this for a second, so you guys, so I can focus on this. Okay, so we're still waiting, and actually, you're gonna see probably something come up on the side that says the transfers. It'll say IBC transfer, ICB transfer is complete. IBC is a root beer. ICB is their interface. We'll just give it a minute. It should come up. Oh, and while we're on the subject of Osmosis, I wanted to take some crypto.cro coin and move it into this interface. By the way, that reminds me that I forgot to tell you that if you look down in my description, you'll see a bunch of my affiliate partners, Crypto.com being one of them. Been partners with Crypto.com for several years now. It's a great app for buying and selling crypto, and you can also stake it. And they also have their native CRO coin, which is a whole world of itself. So we're going to be playing around with some CRO tonight and making some transfers. So I just wanted you to be aware that this is where it all started. It's over on Crypto.com. I've got my Ledger affiliate link, my Trezor affiliate link, some Hodler clothing, the Ledger starter pack, Coin Tracker affiliate link, and then some affiliate links for some of these crypto exchanges if you're into that sort of thing, right? And if you decide you want to sign up or buy any of these services or products, I would appreciate that if you use my affiliate link, right? Helps me, helps the channel. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see if we got this secret yet. Unless I did something horribly wrong, which maybe I did. I don't know. I thought that it worked out, but I don't see it yet. Maybe it'll be a few. It might be longer than I thought, right? It might be longer. Let's go ahead and do that CRO stuff while we're waiting, right? So I can go over to crypto.org, see the CRO that runs on the, I think it's Kronos, is also runs on the Cosmos network as well, right? So we can take CRO coin from our DeFi, crypto.com DeFi wallet and deposit it directly in here. So let's go ahead and try that. So we'll hit deposit here, and there's our QR code for the address. Let's go back here. We'll go not into the crypto.com app, but the crypto.com DeFi wallet, which is a non-custodial wallet. Right, I have some crypto.com coin in this wallet. As you can see, that's about 526 CRO. Let's go in here. I'll send 500, right? So let's do a send. And where are we going to send it to? Oh, and not Kronos, right? I need CRO. I need the CRO network. That's the network that runs on top of Cosmos, right? Kronos is its own blockchain, which I haven't mastered that yet. So for the to field, I'll hit that little camera icon down there, this thing right here. It's going to open up my camera. I can scan that QR code for the CRO address of my wallet. I don't need a memo for this. And oh, no memo, right? I have to acknowledge that, all right? Once I acknowledge no memo, I can move to the next field. And then how much do I want? I'm going to leave some CRO in here. I thought I had more than, anyway. So let's do 250. I thought I had more than that. That is so weird. Huh. Didn't it say I had a lot? Was it just me? I thought it says 526 CRO. So I don't know why it's only letting me transfer part of that. That seems weird. I was going to bring 500 over. Okay. Let's try again. All right. Maybe CRO? Ooh, I don't understand. Okay. Far be it from me. Okay. Yeah. That's only available. Go figure. A max? Don't know. Okay. That is weird. Okay. Says I have 500 something, but I can only access 200 something of it. Okay. Let's send it. This is not the time for philosophical debates, right? Now I need the two-factor code. Right? Now I'm not exposing anything by showing you these temporary codes, right? It's only that scan code that gets generated when you first set these up. There's that crypto.com wallet code. I'll just let this one expire and wait for the next one. There we go. We'll tap that. We'll slide back over here, and then we'll, come on, baby. We'll paste it in here. Okay. I still don't understand why I couldn't get 500. That was so weird. Go figure. Crypto can be frustrating sometimes, I'll tell you that. It says right there that I have 526 CRO in this wallet. Why I don't have access to it, I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to have to move on with my life, right? Yeah, and it's weird. It's not like showing me that anything went out. Okay, there. Now it says that I have a lot less than I did before, but I still have like 200 in there that it apparently wasn't going to give me access to. Maybe if I try to send it again, right? Let's try that. You have no CRO to send at the moment. Receive CRO to continue. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's try that. I'm just curious. Okay. All right. Yeah, it says I have 8. Go figure. God, I don't understand. I'm sure they'll explain it to me at some. Like if I call tech support, they'll explain to me why my crypto's not where I thought it was. Oh yeah, well, we can tell you exactly why you don't have access to it. It's like I don't care if I don't have access to it. I don't really want to know why. Where my money? Doggone it! All right, so let's get that out of the way. Should we? Yeah, we should be getting more soon, right? Right, we should be getting more soon. I'm still wondering what happened with that secret. It might take a long time, maybe. I don't know. Still waiting for that secret to come. Okay. Did I not do something? It says 0. So it did get moved, right? And I could have sworn it moved over to the secret part. So God knows. I'm not instilling a lot of confidence this week, am I? All right, let's see here. Let's try this. So that came in, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. And we should be able to deposit some more in here, right? It sees that. Let's do the 250. And we will need to confirm that on our device. Let's turn on this camera here for a sec. We'll approve it in the Keplr wallet. We'll approve it on our device. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. All the way over here to sign transaction. Transaction is broadcasting. Okay. We can turn that off. Successful. And then you should see like another little alert that says ICB transfer successful, right? Which I don't believe we've seen yet for the secret, right? That's still in limbo. But what we should see is what I just did. We'll see more crypto.com. Crypto.org CRO should show up in the Osmosis, right? If it ever happens. Let's refresh and see what happens. No. There. Okay, so the secret, finally. The 64 secret should now be in the wallet. Let's flip back over here to secret. And there. Oh, finally. Starting to get worried there. All right, so we got the secret. Oh, and then the other one too, the CRO now. So the CRO should be in Osmosis now. Right? See there. Right? Now we can use that to buy some more secret. Let's go to trade. Let's choose CRO. Right? And we'll swap that for some secret. I seem to be obsessed with secret. Right? I'll go ahead and max this one out. Let's hit swap. We'll hit there. Then I'll approve it on my device. All right, let's go boom, 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 boom. I'm just nickel and diming you guys tonight. All right. So what do you think I'm going to do with that secret now that I bought it? I'm going to do the same thing I just did before. I'm going to swap it. I'm going to withdraw it to my secret wallet. It's not very secret when I'm exposing it on YouTube, is it? All right, so that went through. So if we go to assets, we should see that we have more secret. All right, and I'll just go ahead and just quickly do that withdraw. I'll max it, withdraw it over to the secret section of the wallet. and then I'll look and see what you guys are asking me about. And then we'll do some stuff with that secret in a minute. I want to show you guys some new things that I've been into lately. But let's get back to the chat window and see if anybody's doing. Fortune favors the brave. It was so funny, you know. I've been working with Crypto.com for so long. Oh, Dan probably texted me. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. Okay. He wants me to scroll. Oh, there's probably more information. Ah, thank you, Dan. There you go. IBC transaction history. All right, so we've got one pending still. So if I had done what Dan texted me to do earlier, we could have seen that those transactions were still pending, right? So we're still waiting on that last secret, and that should probably take 3 or 4, maybe 5 minutes, right? I don't know how long I was jabbering along. Anyway, what I was saying was that Crypto.com, you know, they told me something was coming, right? I was like, wow. You know, they were like, big news coming, you know, and I was like, okay. And then they ran this commercial with Matt Damon, and it was like, boom, crypto has finally hit the big time. I was so impressed. Not only did they start running that commercial, they also bought the rights to the Staples Center down in LA. That's now there's the secret. But anyway, it was big news, and I was like very impressed, and I was like, and the price of, well, the market was up, right? And then, like, when that commercial ran in, like, a football game, people started ridiculing it, right, and making fun of it, and, you know, even South Park jumped on them. I'm like, I thought South Park were, like, I don't understand all these, like, anti-establishment types that are poking fun at, you know, the powers that be, and, you know, all this, are like bagging on crypto. I'm like, aren't you free thinkers? I mean, why are you bagging on crypto? But apparently they are. So they're bagging on Matt Damon for doing a commercial for Crypto.com. Go figure. But I'm all behind him, right? Okay, cooking something special today, Scott. Ooh, Scott, what are you cooking today? Gotta go now. Old fart, thank you. It's good seeing you. I'll always learn something. That's good. All right, so we got all of our secret. Let's go back up here. Let's just double check in Keplr. And we should have a bunch of secret now. 272, right? We had 248 before. All right. Now that we've got that, we can dispense with osmosis now, and we can go to the secret swap. Actually, there's a couple of things we can do. We can do secret swap. But what I really wanted to show you was Sienna. And I'm sort of bumbling through this, but there's method to my madness. All right, so I can use Sienna. Now, Sienna is a privacy-focused platform built on the secret network, right? So the secret network is a privacy-centric or privacy by default blockchain platform for smart contracts. I don't think there are any out there that are private by default, right? And so, and the cool thing about being private by default is that you can have functions that add transparency onto that. But if you are public by default, like the Bitcoin blockchain or the Ethereum blockchain, then it's already too late to add privacy, right? Because your chain has already been exposed. Now, there are some platforms doing that. I believe Rail Let me, if I can get it right here. It's Railgun is a privacy platform on the Ethereum blockchain, right? But the secret network is from the ground up, it's built to be private by default, right? And Sienna is built on top of that, right? So if we use SundaeSwap, we'll connect our wallet. Let's see if let me disconnect the wallet. I believe it works with Keplr, right? So we hit connect wallet, and it connects with Keplr, right? And it sees that I have that Sienna balance, and it sees my secret balance, right? So what I would like to do is buy some more Sienna. And in order to do that, I need to use a special token called SCRT, secret, right? So I can use this little link here that will take me over here where it says, actually, I can convert a bunch of these, right? I haven't tried this yet, but maybe I could put some Atom on here and do the secret Atom or secret Luna, but we'll just stick with secret right now. So basically the idea here is they're trying to avoid anonymity, right? Because anonymity is connected to all of the powers that be bashing of, oh, you're just a bunch of criminals that want to money launder and fund terrorism and drug cartels and all that. That and anonymity is associated with all of those bad things, right? So what they're trying to do here is build a platform that is privacy centric, but not the focus is not on anonymity, but on privacy, right? So that if I go to the bank and withdraw $500 in cash, it's only my business what I use that cash for, right? Cash has been anonymous down the ages, right? I go to buy a pack of cigarettes with cash. Nobody knows, nobody can track my cigarette buying habits, right? Because my business is my business. So in that same sense, and cryptocurrencies were supposed to be like that to a certain extent, but we all know that in today's world that there are analytic firms and blockchain analysis firms that can tie a person to their Bitcoin address or whatever. So when we trade privately on Sienna, we're not trying to be anonymous, right? We're not trying to be like money launderers or anything. We're trying to just preserve our privacy. And I think they talk a little bit about that. It is a right. It is enshrined in law that people have a right to privacy in Europe and the US, right? And I don't know why everyone thinks that wanting things to be private is so bad. Everyone bashes people that want to be private until they want to be private, right? I don't know. It's like privacy is a fundamental human right. That's why bathrooms have doors and windows have curtains, right? We all want privacy. It's a fundamental human need, right? Have I talked enough about privacy? All right, so let's go ahead and swap our secret for S secret, right? And let's do 250. No, wait. I don't want to do all of that, right? I wanted to do like 64 of it. Let's do 70. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go ahead and wrap it. All right, we'll approve it, and I still need to confirm on my device because it's still the same Cosmos-based wallet, right? We'll hit approve here. We'll view transaction. Whoops. And we'll go through here and sign transaction. That's going to wrap it up for us so that it becomes, it's sort of like wrap secret, but they call it S secret. It says wrapping, right? It's going to wrap it. Oops, I got an error. That happens sometimes. Failed to decrypt, blah, blah, blah. Decryption error on the error message timed out. That happened to me before, but it went through anyway. So let's see what happens. Yeah, because now I have less, right? And I should have some secret, S secret. Let's go back up to swap. Let's choose S secret. And still says I have balance of 0. All right. Okay. But I think it went through. Let's just give it a second. We can go over here to wrap. Okay. Could unwrap. No. I think it's going to take it a minute. Actually, let's do that, and let's see if it shows up as a balance here. Just a sec. I think it will. It's just going to take it a minute. Okay, see, there it is, right? So it did go through. Even though I got an error message, it went through. So now we can go back over to swap, and we'll use our S secret, right? The 70 S secret, and we'll buy some Sienna. Right? There's all kinds of tokens we can buy on this platform, but I'm sticking to the, the governance token, the Sienna. Let's go ahead and use the maximum of the wrapped secret that we created, that we wrapped, right? We'll hit swap. It's doing its swapping thing. I've got to approve this in Keplr and then confirm it on my device. Off we go. All right, there's signed transaction. There it goes. Okay. I've just privately swapped 70 S secret for 49 Sienna. Congrats, you just swapped privately with 0 front running and reduced circulating supply of Sienna. All right, pretty cool. Now there's also a pool. I believe they've got some liquidity pools. But I thought that I just did Sienna. Let's check rewards. Oh yeah. So there is a Sienna only. I shied away from the LP Sienna because although that's a higher APR and there's going to be more trading on that, I was a little leery that I would have to keep an eye on both of these tokens and make sure that one of them didn't hit the moon while the other one sat still and my liquidity pool got imbalanced or whatever. So I prefer like the single pool staking. It's a little more set and forget, right? So if I select that, you can see that I have some in here already. It's going to show. Okay, good. So I've since yesterday I've earned 0.2 Sienna. That's pretty cool. But I've got some more now, right? I've got more Sienna. So let's hit deposit, right? We got that 54 Sienna. Let's just go ahead and put it all in there. Actually, that's also the little bit that I earned, I think. That 0.2 will also be included in that. So maybe we'll just save some Sienna. We don't want, sometimes with certain types of wallets, although this wallet runs on secret for the fees, I don't like to max out anything, really. Let's see, what do we got? Max. Let's just do 53. Just play it safe, right? Let's hit deposit. I'm going to need to confirm this in Keplr, if I'm not mistaken. There it goes. Let's hit approve. This, and then I need to confirm on my device. Let's go boom, 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 boom. And we'll hit both buttons. And there we go. And boom. I just deposited 53 Sienna in the reward pool. Let's go back to rewards. Let's go back to select pair. Now there's a little step in here that I've already done that seems a bit strange, and that it's create a viewing key, because by default this is all private, even to you, I guess, when you first set this thing up. Here, let's turn off this camera here, and we'll wait for this to come up. It's still processing a little bit, so still, okay. Now this 400 Sienna a day is not what I get, it's the entire pool, so we'll see. Yeah, I might have to, it said it was in there, but it might take it a minute to actually show up. There it is, okay. So now you can see that I put more Sienna in this single staking pool. This is where I'm comfortable. 27 APR is nothing to sneeze at. It's paid out in Sienna, but I have high hopes for Sienna. It's way off its highs. If we look at its chart here, and I'm not giving financial advice, I'm just kind of showing you my rationale. Now, this may not always be the best rationale, but a lot of times I'll take a look at a coin and I'll see if it's way off its all-time high. Then I figure, well, it might get back to that, right? When the market corrects or recovers, so to speak. So if we look at the chart of Sienna, we can look at the 1-year chart. We can see that back in November of last year, it was at 50. And it's off its all-time high by 85%, I guess you would say. So it's down at 794. So it could get back up to 50. Well, it says 54 is its all-time high. So that's quite a potential in my book, right? I could be wrong. It may never recover back to its all-time highs. That's not uncommon in crypto land, right? I always thought that Bunnyswap would recover to its all-time highs, and it never did, right? So that's not always a sound strategy, but in today's case, I'm looking at this coin. Privacy is big. Not every privacy coin is going to excel, but I'm going to like hitch my wagon to this one to see where it goes. I'm invested in a lot of privacy coins. Be careful of farm tokens. Yeah, well, there are none of these are without risks. Even single token staking is not without its risks. The platform could go down. The platform could have a rug pull. There could be bugs. There could be exploits. And that's just the platform itself. Like, that's not even taking into account the fact that the coin, the value of the coin may tank again, right? Down to zero, right? So there are a lot of risks inherent in all of this. So you have to take that all into account. I have a pretty high risk tolerance. Most people don't when it comes to money, right? So, but you're here watching me, so I'm assuming you at least want to know how to do this, right? You may not want to jump into this. You may never want to jump into this, but give you a little exposure to some of this stuff, right? A great example of unseizable and privacy is the GoFundMe debacle. I don't know if you've been hearing about GoFundMe. GoFundMe was gathering donations for the trucker rally, and suddenly decided that they weren't going to give the money to the trucker organization. And there's been a huge outcry on Twitter over GoFundMe's actions, right? And this is just one example of a centralized organization controlling funds, right? So a decentralized, unseizable type of asset like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Secret or Sienna or Cosmos, Atom, all of these could be donated directly if any organization had a wallet and they were accepting crypto donations. There's no like third party in the middle of it that can say, you know what, we decided not to give you the money that all these other people want to give you, right? Because we're the gatekeepers, right? Crypto doesn't have that, right? So that's one beautiful argument for crypto, right? I don't know what you guys. Yeah, I should create CryptoDad coin. No, I'm not. Not going to do that. Right. I do okay just teaching you guys about other coins. Okay, so somebody's here being a jerk, I guess. Okay. Sometimes, I misinterpret people. Sometimes they're not trying to be jerks. They just come off that way. And then I overreact. But so I'm usually pretty lenient. Scott says a lot of things that get flagged by YouTube. But Scott's been with us for so long. He's been encouraging me since the very beginning. Always commenting on my YouTube videos and encouraging me. So Scott can do no wrong in my book. But Bitcoin flags him quite a bit. Bitcoin, not Bitcoin. YouTube flags him. Anyway, so a wonderful argument that's in the public sphere right now for decentralized private finance, right? Control of money, right? We got this GoFundMe debacle. And immediately I'm like, well, they could just use crypto, right? There could be smart contracts that do this type of, like people could donate to causes through decentralized crypto platforms where, it's a smart contract and there's nobody that's going to stand in the middle and go, I agree with your cause, I don't agree with your cause. Right? It doesn't, it's a smart contract. Like if people want to give them money, they can, and then, the people are going to argue, oh, well, people could give money to the wrong type of causes if, through crypto. And that's why we hate crypto because, you're funding terrorism or whatever. Right. It's a double-edged sword. Right. But in transparent platforms where, okay, I know anyone can see that I'm donating to this cause and the money goes to the cause, but no one can stand in the middle and prevent that. That's a good use case for crypto, right? All right, guys. So we did that. And I wanted to show you Sienna. We jumped through a lot of hoops to get there, but we finally made it. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, we're going to do this multi. Let's play around with this multi. We did the crypto.com. Let's go purchase some near. I'm not multi. No, convert Anyswap to multi. Oh, that's different. Okay, so there's a lot of cross-chain cross-chain platforms out there now. Let's close some of these. Oh, crap. Did it do it or not? Did it do it? I think it did it. Let's see. Did it cancel? No, it's still... What? I thought it was still waiting to cancel. Now it's back to awaiting scoop. I thought I was in the middle of the cancel. I don't care anymore. Anyway, let's close this, man. All right. So Multichain is a cross-platform, cross-chain transfer type platform that can go between multiple chains, right? We can convert coins between multiple chains. So let's go ahead and enter the app. Now this one is going to be Ethereum based. I'm sorry, MetaMask based. I'm going to use the MetaMask wallet. Now I've got the Fantom wallet here. I was going to check Fantom too, but let me get done with this, right? We go this multi-chain, right? We've got these cross-chain transfers. So I can go from Fantom wallet. I don't know that I have any US dollar coin in here. I think I have some Tether. Yeah. Right, so if I were to take some Tether from the Fantom mainnet over to the Binance Smart Chain mainnet, from Tether to Tether, I can do that using Multichain. And Multichain is the new one, right? It used to be called Anyswap, and they had a token called Any Token. Let's try this one. Let our balance is 19. Let's try. Okay, I'm going to lose $1 doing this. I'm going to lose 90 cents doing this. That's okay. I don't need my ledger for this, right? First, I need to approve US tether, Fantom US tether, right? We'll do that. Give that a minute. That confirmed pretty quick. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do this swap here. I can do my cross-chain transaction. It's going to take it a minute for this swap button to become active here. Okay, so now I can do this swap. 19, this is small conversion, right? From the Fantom chain over to the Binance Smart Chain. We'll confirm that. We'll hit confirm in our MetaMask. And so we'll move that small amount of US Tether I had over on the Fantom chain over to the Binance Smart Chain. Right? Now, I don't know if it's showing in my Binance Smart Chain wallet yet. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I just added 18. So, if we look in MetaMask, let's go ahead and make it big. All right. This is the Fantom wallet, which we just moved out of. Let's look over in the Binance Smart Chain part and see there, that 18 UST. So it moved from one chain to another, which is, you know, that could come in handy, right? We did Fantom last week, I think, where I painstakingly managed to get some Fantom token in to the Fantom platform by doing a cross-chain transfer of BNB token, right? So we could do that sort of thing too. We could move BNB token over to the Fantom chain and swap BNB for Fantom, like native Fantom. So, but that's multi-chain. That's the kind of things it does. And it supports a lot of chains, right? You'll see it supports a whole bunch of chains, right? I'm going to have to look more into this because it looks like it even supports like Bitcoin. Wow, that's cool. Oh yeah, that is cool. We're going to have to try that maybe next week when I have more time. But what I wanted to do was this one here, multi. First, we need to get back into the right chain, right? We need Fantom. We'll switch back. We actually, yeah, we're back in Fantom there. See, I have 39 Any tokens, and I just want to swap them for multi-chain, right? It's a one-to-one conversion, right? It's like kind of a wrap, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just do one. We'll test it with one because I want to see how the token will appear in my wallet. Okay. So, okay, here I'm on Fantom, and I had the, okay, there's that Any, but I should see less of that here. Let's refresh. Whoops. It still says 39. Okay, might take a minute. But what I would like to do would be to add the multi. So let's try that. Multi-chain, right? There it is. I want the Binance Smart Chain contract address. I'm going to copy that into my clipboard. Let's go over to MetaMask. Let's try this one more time. It still says 39. All right, now I want to import a new token. We'll put in the contract address of multi, right? We'll add that, and it still says I have 0. So I'm not sure if it takes a while or what. I thought it did. Okay, approved. You can continue. Oh, I think I was just approving it. My bad. Let's try again. There. Okay, now I can do the swap. So let's do the one. Let's try the one. I thought I did a swap. I guess I was just approving it. I always do that. I always do the approval and think I'm doing the swap. All right, so there it goes. Now I should end up with, okay, boom, there. Now I should see one less, right? I should see 38. Okay, there. Okay, I swapped. Let's go over here. Okay, now I have one multi. Okay, good. All right, so there. Now I should have one less. Now it shows me have both. Okay, now I have less, right? God only knows. Let's just do it all. Let's do the swap. Confirm. Let's throw all caution to the wind, right? All right, so our multi now is, it's all been converted there. See? No, I don't have any token. I have multi now. All right. I just kind of wanted to show you how that worked. All right. Now, I'm also in this Fantom wallet. If we go over here to, we did this last week, but let me just show you guys this. On SpookySwap, I wanted to do this xBOO. It's sort of like Trader Joe's in the way that I can stake Joe and get like X Joe. I can stake Boo and get xBOO. Boo is their governance token on the SpookySwap, right? So I can stake my available balance of 4.8 Boo, right? If you look in my wallet, I've got that 4.8 Boo over here. So let's go ahead and stake that. It's a single token stake. We'll confirm that. Now, my Boo gets staked, and then in return, I get xBOO. And there we go. Now, Scott is mentioning something about the same thing. I was like wide-eyed. My first experience with this was PancakeSwap, and I went in and I did staking and liquidity pool farming and just like made out like a bandit in the early days of PancakeSwap. I think in a week or two, I had made like 1,000 pancake tokens, cake tokens, and then they just mooned out, right? And this was back when cake was like $1. Mind you, after I had got this 1,000 cake, it went down to like 23 cents. But in 2021, cake peaked out at like 40, right? So, but not all of these pan out like that, right? So you are staking, you are earning passive income, but it's the crucial thing to remember is it is dependent on the price of the token. So if the price of the token crashes, then all of your rewards are for naught, right? So it's almost, you have to stake in platforms that you have done your research on and believe to be good investments, and overall that the price of the token is going to go up. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels, right? I might be spinning my wheels with this, who knows? Or Boo might moon, who knows? Right? So there, I've staked my Boo, and in exchange I have xBOO. Now I can take this xBOO and do step 2, which is kind of farm that xBOO to earn other tokens like Foo, right? At 34% APR, right? So let's click here. I've got xBOO, so I'll just go ahead and stake my available xBOO. We'll hit confirm. We'll confirm. We'll confirm in the wallet. And that should confirm shortly. There it goes. I've added 3 xBOO, and then you can see there that I'm now staking quite a bit of xBOO in this little earning farm. I guess you could call it that. But it's a single token. Foo-boo yoo-hoo. Yeah. So I just I wanted to get that back in there. I had taken it out earlier because I was doing a video. But okay, so we did that. All right, let's jump on this last one. I want to try to get through this before the end of the stream if possible. So I'm going to go a little over. So we were talking about Near token, right? Near. All right, and let's see, we did CoinGecko. Let's go. Actually, I think I have it over here. Yeah, here. All right, so this is our new token that we're interested in, and we want to put it in a wallet. Right, so we can click here and just go check out the. It's a new supposedly carbon neutral blockchain. Things were looking good. It was mentioned in this article, right? The Near token associated with a layer 1 blockchain that aims to overcome the limitations of its competitors, including slow transaction rates, surged as much as 20% of the past 24 hours. So this might be the new darling. It might be the new fail. We don't know. But we're just going to play around with it, right? So like I said, don't run out and buy this. Good night, Scott. Thanks for coming. But I'm going to buy a little bit and put it in a wallet, right? Because it's kind of interesting if we use this Near wallet. I can create an account in this web interface using my Ledger, right? But in order to do that, I need to have, it needs to be in Mozilla Firefox, and I need to have the Near app on my Ledger device. So let's get that. We'll go into Manager. Let's turn on this camera. Alrighty. And we want Near. All right. Okay. It says it needs a third-party wallet, which we know. We're not going to be able to manage this in Ledger Live, but that's okay. There it goes. This might be like experimental too, because it's hard. You can't get this anywhere. Okay, so there I am in there. Now I'm going to get out of the manager. Let's get out of Ledger Live for a minute. We need to go over to, let's back out a little bit. Okay. Oh, yeah, we were over here anyway, right? Whoops. Okay, so we need, oh, here. This is the wallet. Okay, well, let's copy that. Let's launch Firefox. Let's pray that this works. Let's paste in that address. All right, let's do create account. Let's do get started. Oh, let's get into the Near app, right? Let's hit both buttons. We're in the Near app. Cool. Let's hit get started. Let's use Ledger. Let's secure my account. Currently only supported in Mozilla Firefox. I'm okay with that. Let's hit continue. All right. Oh, there's the public key. I guess I need to export it. Hit both buttons, or do I? Okay, approve, right? Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. There's my wallet address. Almost there. To get started, buy some near using MoonPay, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to buy some on KuCoin, and then I'll put it a little bit in my wallet and see what happens. All right, so let's go over to KuCoin, and you can see in my trading account that I have some Tether. Right, we're ready to roll. Let's go up to trade. KuCoin is a great platform, although you can't use fiat. Right, there's no way you can't connect a bank account. You can't connect debit or credit cards. The only way to fund KuCoin is with crypto. And I think that's how it manages to stay regulatory compliant, right? I believe it's out of Hong Kong. But because no one can transfer US dollars or pounds or yen into it, it doesn't have to, like, it just has to, I don't know. But anyway, you can use it in the US. It doesn't block US people, all right? But it needs to be funded with crypto. So I transferred some crypto in there earlier, and I'm ready to do this trade. So let's do spot. Let's look for near. There it is for Tether. All right, we're ready to go here. Let me move my head up a bit so you guys can see what I'm doing down here. Let's see. I have 640 available. Let's see, 75% of that. What am I doing here? US Tether. I don't know what's going on here. What happened? Oh, I'm in limit. No wonder. All right. All right. So I need to be in market. Okay. Now I can do this. 75% is like 480. Why don't we just do 400? Yeah, let's do 400. And we'll hit buy near. Okay. That went through. Let's get myself down here now. Let's go back up here. I don't need this at the moment. Let's get that out of the way. I need to move my near from my trading account into my main account. All right. All right, we'll do that. Confirm that. Whoops. Oh, I need to click here. I'm going to just move it all. All right. Now that it's in my main account, let's try to put it in that wallet. Ooh, this sounds like fun. All right. So let's see. We're over here in Firefox, right? Let's copy this address into our clipboard. And let's go back to KuCoin and send one. Right? We're going to withdraw it from here. Wallet address is there. The network is the near protocol, which is cool. And let's just send one. All right. And let's confirm that. All right. I'll confirm this. I need to put in my trading code. I need to get an email. Okay. Let's move here. There's my verification code for my withdrawal. All right, we'll paste that here. Now I need my two-factor authentication. Okay, let's do this. Come on, Rex. You always do that stupid stuff. Okay, so KuCoin. Oops. All right, there we go. Let's hit submit. Success. Okay, let's go over here to Firefox and see what happens. If some coins come in, we'll be happy, right? And we'll know that we've activated the wallet. Send some from an exchange or ask a friend. I remember back in 2017, there was this big, ooh, yay, here it comes. Okay, making sure it's you. Confirm. Oh God, please don't die on me until I get this done. All right, here we go. Confirm, add key to account. Yay. Okay, approve. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Use a custom address. Unlike your default address, a custom address can be anything you like. Let's add a custom address. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try CryptoDad. Now what? Now what's it doing? Maybe I should have just skipped that, right? Because I think now it's like I flew too close to the sun. All right. All right. Maybe I should have skipped the address thing. That's okay. Well, we got it in. Well, we did manage to get something into the wallet. I don't know what this is expecting me to do. It's like I've done this, right? All right, I'm just going to give it a minute, see if it goes away. Or if I can just, like, get rid of it. Okay. Your name dot near. Dad. Ooh. Ah. Really? Seriously? Already? Oh, okay. Oh, come on. I don't want that. I can't believe someone already has this. Not fair. All right. Let's try this. CryptoDad near. Okay, let's try the underscore. Okay. All right, good enough. That's what I had to do for Twitter. All right, reserve my account ID. I might need the ledger for this. Let's get that going up here. Just in case. All right, reserve my account ID. Okay. On my ledger, right? Okay. Making sure it's me. There's my public key. Approve. Fund with an existing account. Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, but let's do it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Confirm. I guess I created a different wallet with that name. I just thought it would allow me to send funds into that particular wallet. Oh, and now this thing is just going to go on forever. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Confirm, add key. Okay. Back. Approve. Ooh, boomity boom. Okay. So there we go. And I guess I have that other wallet too, this guy. Right. So I basically have two different wallets, but they're both connected to this Ledger device. Should I put some in here or should I put some in the... Well, let's do this one. All right, let's try it. All right, so let's see. How do I get... Okay. Oh, receive. Okay, let's do that. Receive. Oh, we'll copy. Oh, I get it. Wonder if KuCoin supports this. Probably not. I guess it does. Well, that's kind of funky. Let's just do one again. I'm a little leery of this. That would be cool. Let's see if it works. Let's do that. We should just need the... Yeah. Right, I don't want to send my life savings into this thing I'm not sure about. Let's go back to the wallet. And we should, hopefully, see some more come in. That would be kind of cool. There was another one that was similar, or I mean, not similar to this, but it was like there's so many platforms coming out now, and I don't see that. Oh well, the other ones seem to happen a lot sooner. Okay, there, it came in. Right, so we got it. Yay! That's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and put the rest in. What the hell? Yeah, I like it. Let's go ahead and just put the rest in there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And let's go back over here. And shortly. Good stuff. Okay, and we can stake. All right. That's kind of cool. We can top up. I don't know what top up means in this sense. All right, we can do this. Okay, it still says processing, right? Maybe it was like, okay, I can do one, but 28? Ooh, I don't know about that. That's too much. Okay, no. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it says it's complete. Let's take a look. Let's see. There it is. Boom. What do you know? All right. So I've got this Near wallet. It's based on my Ledger. The private key is on my Ledger. It's in this web interface. Everything looks kind of cool. It was fun. All right. Do you know how to set up 2 Ledger Nano S devices separately on Ledger Live? Thank you. Yes, that's very simple to do. If you have a copy of Ledger Live, and for example, if I take this, most of these accounts are associated with this Ledger Nano X. Oh, man, Ledger Live is just lagging. Must be a lot of people using it. I constantly have to quit Ledger Live and restart it to get it to like kind of force sync it. I shouldn't have to do that, but it seems like I do more often than not in order to get all the accounts to sync up. But each of these accounts is, and I was talking about how accounts get paired to devices, right? Well, if I've got all these accounts set up on my Ledger Nano X, or my Ledger Nano S, whichever, and I want to add a second one, then all I have to do is set up the second one with, initialize it, write down the recovery phrase, put it in a safe place, and then connect the device and add the account. So let's use a different device. This thing plugged in. Oh, I need to unplug this other one. Let's do that. And all we got to do once we've got the new device attached is say add account. Couldn't be simpler than that. Let's do something exotic like I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, let's just do Bitcoin. All right, it wants me to enter my PIN, which I will do. All right, once I've entered the PIN, I will need to enter the app, right? wants me to open the Bitcoin app. All right, it's going to find several Bitcoin accounts that were already created on this device, but it will also offer me the opportunity to add an empty one. Right? The reason that these ones with a zero balance are showing up is because they have transaction histories, right? So they were created on this device. So we have to kind of get past that. You probably wouldn't see this if it were brand new, right? The only thing you would see when you do add account is the option to add an empty account, right? Like right here, native SegWit. So we'll call that, but here's the trick, right? The Ledger Live will know whether or not you have the correct device attached when you access the account. So in other words, if you create this account with Ledger X, I'm going to say Ledger S because you specifically asked me about 2 Ledger S's. So if you create an account using Ledger S2, your second one, and you put some Bitcoin in there, and then you can't remember which is which, and you connect Ledger S number 1, and then you try to access this account with Ledger S number 1, it's going to say, oops, something went wrong. Either you're using a passphrase or you have the wrong device attached, right? So in order to avoid that confusion, Ledger won't let you use the wrong device, but it's frustrating when you try. So the way to avoid all of that is to name the account accordingly so that you won't forget which is which. So we'll call this one Bitcoin Ledger S2. That way you'll know that it's your second ledger. Maybe it's a green one, or, you know, a black one or a white one or whatever, or you should put a label on the device and say, this is number 2, right? So you will keep it straight in your head. I don't need all these others, just this new one. Boom, done, right? Now you can send and receive Bitcoin into this account with all your heart's desire. As long as you have the right device attached, you can manage both devices in the same copy of Ledger Live. If I want to manage one of these other accounts, then I'll disconnect this one and connect my ledger, my other ledger, my original ledger, right? So it's almost too simple, right? I get so many people that ask me that. Can I manage more than one ledger in one copy of Ledger Live? And the answer is yes, of course. Just add an account with the right device attached. There we go. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, Rex, you can do this. Just put in your PIN. All right. So yes, it's possible to manage multiple devices in one copy of Ledger Live. You just, as long as you, and like I said, Ledger will know that you have the wrong device attached if you try to access it. So if I drop Bitcoin into this Ledger account, and then I try to do well, let's just say I want to receive, and I have the wrong device attached, right? It's going to say, okay, open your Bitcoin app. Okay. Oh, okay, I'll open my Bitcoin account. I'll open my Bitcoin app. Watch what happens. It's going to go, uh-oh, dum-dum, you have the wrong device attached. Right? So that's why it's better to name the account accordingly so you don't make that kind of mistake. Right? As long as I have the right device attached, everything's fine. So let's go over to a different account, Bitcoin Main, and do the same thing. If I say, let's do a receive on Bitcoin Main, it's querying the device right now. It's like, oh, okay, there you go. There's the address. There's, it's a match, right? So you can have multiple accounts. with multiple devices. Just make sure you have the right device attached when you're accessing the corresponding account. All right. All right. I think I went over tonight. Is everybody still awake? I want to stake BNB through my Ledger Nano S. BNB, please. Wait, so why is it that, like, when I start this live stream, all I hear is crickets? But when I'm ready to stop, people are just begging me to do something. It never fails. Right? You want to stake BNB on your ledger. Is that what you're saying? Well, the best way to do that is to go to MetaMask, connect your Ledger device. All right, I got a Ledger device connect. Right, if you go connect hardware wallet, you can connect your Ledger device to MetaMask, right? And once you've done that, you'll just go to MetaMask, to your Binance Smart Chain, and then you can go to, say, PancakeSwap, or any other Binance Smart Chain app, and stake BNB. I don't think they have any BNB standalone pools, as far as I know. I don't believe they do. They did at one point, but I don't think they do anymore. So you'd have to do something like a BNB cake or Binance US dollar BNB, and you can stake over there. Notice I'm doing it through MetaMask on the Binance Smart Chain using my MetaMask account that's connected to my Ledger. That's how you would stake BNB on your Ledger device. Now, you can't really do it in Ledger Live. You could add a Binance Smart Chain account, but you can't really stake within Ledger Live. They don't support it. So you'd have to do it over on another platform. There's really no way to stake BNB single coin that's easy, right? I think maybe you could do it on Binance. I don't know if you can stake coins on Binance US. Probably not. Not DeFi. Okay, well, I just told you there's really no way to do it unless you do it that way. So that's your answer. All right? Maybe I haven't run across a way to single stake BNB coin not using DeFi. What's the problem with DeFi? It's on the ledger, right? It can't be done in Ledger Live. You can't do it anymore there used to be Binance DEX, but even on the Binance DEX, I don't know that they had BNB staking, right? So really, there's no way to do it. Yeah, stake in a validator. They don't have that. Just if you want to stake with a validator, then get a coin that is native to that, like Cardano or Cosmos, or I mean, there's like hundreds of coins out there that you can stake with validators. Why does it have to be BNB? Right? They don't support that. It's not that kind of coin. It's native to the Binance platform. The only way to stake BNB is like in liquidity pools, right? And still, you're not earning BNB either. You'd be earning cake. There might be one DeFi platform that would actually reward you in BNB, but I don't think there are. I don't know why that is. It just never, because there is no native staking for BNB. So DeFi platforms can't do it either, right? Any DeFi platform that rewards you in a particular coin is because there is an underlying blockchain mechanism for staking with validators for that coin. And there is no such ecosystem for BNB coin. Unless I'm just way off base here. Right? If you've got $3,000 in BNB coin, why don't you swap it for Cosmos and go stake Cosmos? Or Cardano? or something that's really easy to stake with validators. I don't, well, you know more about it than I do. I'm just telling you, I don't believe there is a platform where you can stake BNB. Maybe we could Google it, right? But then I'd be on the same level as you, right? You can Google just like I can. I've not run across it in all my years of dealing with BNB coin, right? Guys, I gotta go. I'm way over time. I'm like half an hour over time. Thank you for joining after I was done. I appreciate it, but I'm way over time here. Don't forget, we do this every week. Come back next week, and we'll talk about the news. I'll move Bitcoin around. I'll move crypto around. We'll do some demos, and I'll do my best to get your question answered. Hope to see you here next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.